BHP UK, and we've just kind of sneaked on to the KTM stand along with my in-house KTM expert.
Absolute nerd.
If there's anything to know about KTMs, this man will know them. We were just interested in the new Super Adventure, the new 1390, obviously is replacing the 1290 Super Adventure. Just wanted really Sam's take on these bikes, just really to discuss them and see what you think of them, really.
So to give you a bit of a backing, I own a 2021 KTM Super Adventure S. I've done 52,000 miles on it so far, and it's been mapped by this beautiful man a couple of times now. It's got the DNA airbox, and it sounds incredible. I absolutely love it. When I first saw this one, if we bring you around to the headlight, I wasn't quite sure, but they basically made this headlight a little bit more naked, as it were, taken away the front screen. It's definitely an interesting look, one that maybe a mother could only love, but I think it looks quite cool, quite menacing, and it gives it a bit of a personality. You know what's coming down the road. So it's definitely an interesting look. The one thing that I was more interested in, bar the 8.8-inch TFT screen, so that this one is an automatic manual transmission, which is a brand new thing for this year. And it's definitely, if I bring your lovely camera down here, there's no clutch, and it's all on flappy paddles, which is definitely an odd one. Like, it's definitely something you have to get used to. Originally, yeah.
There's still a shifter down there.
It's still got a shifter. So I've been very hesitant. I ride off-road quite a lot, so difficult to get my head around not having the clutch control. However, when you think about it, I don't use my clutch when I'm riding anyway. So it's already got a shifter paddle down here, or a shifter lever, so you still use that. After you pulled away, is it going to be much different? I don't know. So it'd be very interesting to ride it and find out. My big thing that I'm very interested in, and this is very niche, I know, this thing is a Samsung S24 Ultra, and fits in the phone port and closes. And there's a charging port in there as well.
Okay. Before we go on to that stuff, right, because that'll fit in my pocket or in there. So, is that dual clutch, do you know?
Yes, I think it is.
Right,
it's a dual clutch transmission. It's essentially like the Africa Twin version, like the DCT that Honda do. BMW have brought out their own version as well, and there's a few other brands coming out with it, like Yamaha. I'm interested, to say the least. The one that I'm more interested in is probably the bike that's sat behind us, which is the brand new 1390 Super Duke GT, which is long overdue, in my opinion. They did a Gen 2, they did a Gen 2 facelift, which they called a Gen 3. This is an actual 1390, so we'll bring you around here. So this one, again, a very interesting front end, as you'd expect. It's dividing opinion by quite a lot. However, I took the Super Duke 1390R around Scotland, around Wales and a few other places, did 1,500 miles in 4 days, I think it was. And it was phenomenal. It was so good. No errors, no issues with it. It started every single morning, as you'd expect. This with a windscreen, new 8.8-inch TFT, it could be a bike to add to the garage, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I mean, Cal, what's your thoughts? You're very much a Ducati man in heart.
I mean, I've had a lot of fun on these.
Yeah.
You know, they ride well, they do what they say on the box. I'm more interested in the gearbox, if I'm 100% honest.
Yeah.
Is that going to shift like a PDK car gearbox? Yeah. Or is it going to shift like the Honda, which I'm not a big fan of, if I'm 100% honest. You know, if it's the new technology and it's double clutch, that's going to be a different gearbox, you know, might swing me.
I'm definitely interested. Like, the Hondas over the years took a while to get good. They were changing gear mid-corner and things like that. So I think if they've sorted that at KTM, same thing with BMW, same thing with Yamaha and a few other brands, they've sorted that, it could be a real winner for me. But we'll have to find out.
Engines. Yeah. So this makes 188, is that right?
Yes, so this is 188 horsepower, 145 newton meters of torque.
And that makes?
And the Super Adventure is 173 horsepower, and again, same 145 newton meters of torque.
We've no idea where it makes that torque change.
So I think I don't know about the torque, where it comes in. I'm assuming there'll be a different point where it comes in. I think with the KTM Super Adventure, they have a different cam, different tune, and probably different injectors as well. So if that is the case, you'd probably see that torque lower down the rev range more than anything else.
We've had no confirmation yet, have we, from KTM?
Not yet, no. So this bike is the first one in the UK, and it's going back out to Austria after this show. So there's a high chance we won't know about that for a good couple of weeks yet.
Which way are you going to go?
That's a very interesting question. Like, I think my Super Adventure S, like I said before, it's done 52,000 miles, and I use it for commuting, trips, 2-up touring, that kind of thing. Would it be worth trading for that one? I'm not too sure. I can see myself getting bored of adventure bikes because everyone's got them. So that might hint towards either this or a Super Duke R. But well, yeah, not sure yet. My money's definitely here somewhere though. Well, with the bank.
Well, we'll see in a few months, won't we? Yeah. When we find out which way you've gone, yeah. I'm sure. Well, thanks for your take.
No
thanks
problem.
for your knowledge. And I'm sure we'll see you soon with another bike on the dyno at some point.
Cal, can you remap this bike for me as well?
Certainly can.